Have you ever stopped to think about what sugar really does to your body? It's in practically everything we eat, but what if you decided to eliminate it completely for 15 days? That's exactly what I did, and what happened to my body surprised me. And it might surprise you too. Is it possible to live without sugar? And more importantly, what did my body feel when I removed this villain from my routine? In this video, you'll find out everything, from the immediate effects to the shocking changes in my body and mind. Before we dive in, let me explain what sugar really does to our bodies. Excessive sugar consumption is linked to several problems, from weight gain to an increased risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even depression. It's like a vicious cycle. The more you consume, the more your body craves it. And that's exactly why I decided to try this experiment. The idea was simple. For 15 days, I would eliminate any added sugar from my diet. That included sweets, sodas, artificial juices, and even some foods that seem healthy but hide sugar in their composition. Only natural sugars, like those found in fruits, were allowed. But could I do it? And what would my body feel? Let's find out together. Days 1 and 2. The first 2 days were a real challenge. My body begged for sugar, and I felt an absurd hunger, even right after eating. My energy seemed to be at rock bottom, and, to be honest, my mood was terrible. It was as if my body was rebelling, trying to force me back to sugar. The infamous withdrawal symptoms were very real. Day 3. On the third day, things started to change, but not for the better. A slight headache appeared, and the lack of sugar made it hard for me to concentrate. I realized how much sugar was like a crutch. Without it, my body was confused and irritable. Day 7. By the first week, finally, something shifted. My body seemed to be adjusting. For the first time, I woke up feeling lighter and more energetic. And the most amazing thing? My sugar cravings were decreasing. I started noticing the real flavor of foods, something sugar seemed to have been masking. It was as if my taste buds were being reset. Day 10. 10 days without sugar, and the benefits became more apparent. My skin looked clearer, without that oily appearance that sometimes showed up. My energy levels were more stable throughout the day. No more of those peaks and crashes I used to experience. Day 15. Finally, on the 15th day, I felt like a new person. My mood had improved considerably. My focus was much sharper, and even my sleep felt more restorative. I realized sugar wasn't as essential as I had thought. In fact, cutting it out brought me far more benefits than I ever imagined. Now, let me explain what was happening to my body during those 15 days. When you consume too much sugar, your body releases large amounts of insulin to handle the glucose in your blood. This causes energy spikes followed by abrupt crashes, the infamous tiredness after eating something sweet. By cutting sugar, my body began to look for other energy sources, such as stored fat. Additionally, my liver had less work metabolizing sugar, which helped with detoxification. And more. Without sugar, my body's inflammation levels decreased, which could have improved both my skin and my mood. Cutting out sugar wasn't easy. During the first few days, it felt impossible, and temptations were everywhere. But after this experience, I realized just how much control sugar has over our bodies and how living without it is far more achievable than it seems. Now, does this mean I'll never consume sugar again? No. But this experience taught me that sugar consumption can and should be conscious. Sugar doesn't have to be the villain, but it also shouldn't be the star of your diet. If you've ever thought about reducing your sugar intake or even cutting it out, I encourage you to try. It might be challenging at first, but the benefits for your body and mind are incredible. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever tried cutting sugar? What happened to you? Share your story in the comments. Oh, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who also needs to hear this. That way, you help this content reach more people. See you in the next video.